Well, good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to the big broadcast here on the NETSN. I'm your host, Larry Pierce. We're coming to you live out of Brown for the great city of Pineland, home of the West Sabine Tigers. They're welcoming the Grove Indians in town today here for a big district matchup here. And this is a good game going to be going on here today between these two teams. Big time here. Groveton's been playing really, really good. The Indians coming in here really hot, playing good baseball. Same thing for the West Sabine Tigers. And they're looking to get a good district win here coming in here tonight. So going to be a good game here this afternoon. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ball game. We've got some great camera angles out here. We're going to throw those out there for you. Got one over here at first, catching most of the base pads there. And we even got our center field camera hooked up out there. Looks like it's working out pretty good here this afternoon. So sit back, relax, and ready to go here. It is just about time for the big ball game. And our pregame is brought to us by the good folks at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your cardio when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
All right, folks, we're back here ready to go for the start of this one here. As warming up is, we're going to go around the horn here, and that is brought to us by the let me take that up. There we go. And it's brought to us today by the good folks at the Bank of Montgomery here. And I talked to Coach Bragg here, and I told him I'd hook him up with a little bit of something. Thanks to the good folks at the Bank of Montgomery, as you can see it out there in the left field fence. You may be able to see it there on the camera. They got a brand new scoreboard here for Tiger baseball. So they want to say a big thank you to BOM. So we're going to go around the horn for the Tigers, and brought to you by BOM here, the Bank of Montgomery. And on the bump, it will be Lakin Quick, the only senior here for the West Sabine Tigers. They're a good squad here, and he's a senior. That's the only one I think I'll sell up there on the board. His battery mate is Myron behind the dish. Over at first is McBride. Cutter at second. LeBlanc is at short. Richardson is at third. White is in left. Tarver in center. And McGowan will be the right fielder. Now, I got a little bit of confusion here on the Groveton lineup here, but we're going to get that worked out here. So we got Torrey Grossa will be the first up here. He is the center fielder. Cheney is in here. He's number 5. Now I have Cheney at second base. I also have Taylor down the lineup at second base here. So one's second, one's third. So we'll see if we can get that figured out as we go along the ball game. But it looks like we're set and ready to play ball here on NETSN. And we're going to start off here on the back one there and be ready to go. Let's see this one there. And then number 2 is the first base side. So, yeah. Here we go. All right, so let's play some baseball. Stepping up to the plate here is going to be Torrey Grossa. He will be up first. Sorry, man, I'm not trying to kill the bugs. I like my bugs. But going to get that out of there. All right, so here we go. Torrey Grossa. They're going to step up here and be the first to go after the plates against Quick. And the first pitch on the way. Calls D-Rack 1. 0-1 to him on the way here from Quick. Outside, 1-1. Center fielder, there's Tarver. Foul ball heads up over here, everybody. Getting out of play. There we go. I think I got it all down now, folks. It will be a 1-2 count here at Torrey Grossa at the plates. There we go, stepping back in, catching the outside edge. Oh, going to be 2-2. Okay, so I missed something in there, folks. Okay, so it's a 2-2 count now at to the plate. That one was called strike, so it's a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch up high from Quick. It's going to run the count full. Now I'm in the right line here, I do believe. So the count full here. Torrey Grosso trying to get on here to start off. Cheney on the deck for the Indians. And the 3-2 from Quick is low, and it's ball 4, so a base on balls here. And so I put the runner over at first. Coming to the plate now will be Cheney. He's either playing second or third. I don't think he's going to be playing second, but we'll make sure we got him right here. I got a 4 on 2 of them there from the coach, so didn't get the chance to check that out. I kind of caught it there as we got started. So here we go as Cheney steps in with the man over first. Quick gets him a swing and miss 0-1 to him. Runner going, and throw down there is going to be offline, so it's going to be a stolen base here for Torrey Grosso. He gets over to second onto the stolen base. And it's going to be 0-2 at the plate here to Cheney. So the stolen base puts him over there at the second now in runner score position. 1-1 is the count. 1-1 the count. Okay, the referee the umpire turned around saying it's a 1-1 count. So it is 1-1 here at the plate. So they get a new scoreboard. Here's what they're working out here. Now working from the stretch to Cheney. 1-1 with a runner over at second there. Torrey Grosso taking the lead. That's in there for a steal right call. It is now 1-2 at the plate here to Cheney. So the 1-2 count. High fly ball, and it's going to get out into center field. And a nice job out there by Tarver coming up with the play. And that'll be out number 1, leaving the runner over at second. Fly ball out to center. That's out number 1. Leaving the runner over at second. Good play there by the center fielder Tarver. Coming to the plate now will be Wilson, the first baseman. Lefty standing up here against Quick. Pitch on the way. He sends that off foul to the left side. Heads up over there. And it's a 0-1 count. Kind of right on where the sunshine's coming down, folks. So kind of got my box out here for my screen. Covered up, but still a little glazed. But as the sun starts to set, we'll be able to see the computer a little bit better. Here's the 0-1 after the foul ball. Oh, that's a nice pitch there and a breaking ball. Steal right call there from Quick. And it's now 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch, that's a little runner there. Going to go right back to second. Second baseman going to come up on it and make a play there and go 4-3. Moving the runner over to third, but out to number 2. So 2 outs, the runner now goes over to third. In the scoring position, that's Torrey Grosso over there. But Hollis, the pitcher, coming to the plate here. See if he can help his own cause. Stepping up with a man over at third and 2 outs. And covering him up over at third there is going to be Richardson. Hollis stands in here working against Quick. And pitch low outside, ball 1. And the 1-0. That's a good pitch in there for a 1-1 count. Staying 1-1. Oh, that's going to catch him on the inside there. He's hit by the pitch. That puts runners on the corners. So runners now on the corners here. And we're going to get a pinch runner for him coming in. Alrighty. So now stuff it in here is going to be Shanafelt coming in to run. Pinch runner there, number 10 for Groveton. Quick now with runners on the corners. In there for a strike call here. Shanafelt 0-1 to it. just outside. Now it goes 1-1 to count. So with a 1-1 count to him. Quick, ready to go. Shannafelt steps right back in. He's got runners on the corners, looking to bring somebody home, get an early lead here for the Indians. Taking off and running there. And the throw down to second. He's going to be there. Oh, they're going to call him out. Ooh, that was a close play there at the second, but they're going to call him out on the throw down. Good job there by Myron. He throws him out, going to second. So nice job on the 4-3 for the third out. Shannafelt will be at the plate when we come back here for the second for the Indians. But they get no hits. They leave one. And no errors by the Tigers. Will go to the bottom half of the first inning. Coming up for the Tigers, Quick, Richardson, and Myron when we come back right here on NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, folks, we're back here, and we're going to get everything reset here. Been trying to work on the feed there for the internet, folks, and it's a little laggy, and I'm sorry. We got it turned down a little bit, so hopefully we can get that worked out here, make it a little bit better as we go along. All right, so to the bottom half of the inning we go. Bottom half of the first. First up here will be Quick, Richardson, and Myron, and they will be facing Hollis on the circle there. And let's see, that's going to be number 5. That's going to be Cheney, so he will be at second. So that will be Taylor. He will be over at third. So now I'll have that right. So Cheney will be at second, and Taylor at third. Okay, there we go. So let's go around the horn here. Hollis on the bump, Snyder behind the dish. Hollis at first. Okay, be right. Hollis. Wilson is at first. Did that to myself, didn't I, folks? All right, Wilson is at first. Cheney is second. Dew is at shortstop. Taylor is at third. Shannafelt in left. Torregrossa is in center. And Arbuckle will be the right fielder here for the Indians as we are set and ready to go here for the bottom half of the first. No score. First up for the Tigers will be Lincoln Quick. Lincoln Quick, here he comes. Richardson in the Sandy Cox on deck circle. And here we go as Hollis ready to go for the first pitch to Quick on the way. Swing and miss. Nice pitch here. Bring a little heat. And it's D-Rack 1 to him. So with a 1-0. Did go around for that one. That's going to be a strike number 2. Cutter there, falling away. Got him to go. Just enough. 0-2 count, too quick. Standing in, Hollis. Now with the pitch. We popped up over to the right side. And second baseman Cheney going over towards the line. He's going to make the play there towards the first base line. And it's a fly ball out there to the second baseman for out to number 1. So here comes the third baseman Richardson to the plate for the Tigers. Richardson stands in here, ready to go against Hollis. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Low, ball 1 to him. 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 down from Richardson. Low on the outside, 2-0. Back in goes Richardson. 2-0 pitch on the way now from Hollis. That's in there for a strike. Nice pitch there from Hollis, making it a 2-1 count. Myron, the catcher, on deck here. Richardson standing in 2-1. Hollis delivers. Swing and a miss now, 2-2. Two count. Richardson ready. Here's the pitch. Just getting a piece of it here out front. And I'm going to say it's a foul ball. So we'll stay 2-2. So it makes 2-2 after the foul ball. Richardson right back in here. Hollis now ready. It's going to be a bouncer over to third, and it'll get foul. Coach Forrest getting out of the way over there. So staying 2-2 here to Richardson, fighting them off. All right, right back in here to the foul ball. Richardson ready. Here's the 2-2 now from Hollis on the way. Call Steve-Rack 3, rung him up for the strikeout. That's out number 2. Strikeout number 1 here for Hollis. So 2 outs. Coming to the plate now will be the catcher, Myron. Nobody on here for the Tigers. So as Myron stands in here, first pitch on the way here from Hollis. Staying away from that one, just outside for ball 1. Good out there by Myron. So Myron right back in here. 1-0 to him. Bouncer there at the third. Nice job there by the third baseman. Taylor going to come up and make a good play. Get him by the step. 5-3 for outs. Number 3. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Groveton Indians. No hits, nobody left, and no errors. And we will go to the second inning. It will be Shanafelt. He'll back to the plate. Dew and Taylor, the first 3 up when we come back here on.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All right, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the top half of the second inning. No score as we'll go to the middle of the lineup. Shanafelt was at the plate here when the out was made there into the field. He had a 1-1 count, but he'll step back up here. He'll be the first one to go here into the second. Shanafelt, Dew, and Taylor will be the first 3 up here against Quick. Quick had a 22-pitch inning. He had 1 strikeout, no base on balls. Didn't give up any hits, but he did hit a batter, and they left 1 on the base pads, and they did have a base on balls in there as well. But they get the out on the field there. And that helps out Legging. So we're ready to go now for the second. No score for the Indians coming to the plate. First up, Shanafelt, the left fielder. Quick, 1 more warm-up toss. And Myron will throw down. Maybe 1 more here. And coming up next week, folks, we'll let everybody know that we'll be in Joaquin. They have a new softball stadium over there. So we're going to be in Joaquin for Lady Rams softball as the Trino Lady Owls are in town. Trino and Joaquin next Tuesday. And then next Thursday, we're going to be in Garrison for Shelbyville and Garrison baseball. And, yeah, we got a lot of great baseball on the way and softball on the way here coming up as we get into the month of April. Going to be a good season for a lot of these schools around here. We're all over the place as much as we can. All right, so here comes Shanafelt to the plate. First up here against Quick. So Lakin from the windup. Outside, ball 1. One to him. Quick to the plate. It's in the foul, went off over to the right side. A lot of foul ground here. This is a big field here in West Sabine. That's a 1-1 count. As I want to say a big thank you to Coach Bragg as he was driving me around out to the center field here to hook up that center field camera. It's like 360 deep center field here, 310 down the lines, 340 like in the alleys. This is a lot of field here in West Sabine. It's a great baseball field. That's in there for a Steve Wright call on the little catch in the corner. It's now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Quick over here to the right side, and a nice job. Second baseman coming over and catching it towards the line. Good job there for Cutter for the Sabine Tigers to make the play towards the line for out to number 1. So Cutter with the out, ready to go here. As Dew, the shortstop, coming to the plate. 1 out, nobody on for the Indians. So Lakin going to come set here. Bring the first pitch. Steve Wright called here to do 0-1. Do right back in. 0-1 to him. Quick to the plates. Up high, catching the top half of the strike zone right there, called Steve Wright 2. So now 0-2 to Do. Outside, 1-2. That's a shot there, and it's going to be over to the shortstop. Shortstop going to come up and make a good play there. LeBlanc to McBride, 6-3, out number 2. All right, to the plate now will be the third baseman, Taylor, stepping up here. 2 outs, nobody on. Quick, getting ready for pitch number 30 here for his 1 2/3. It hasn't given up the hits, but that was going to be a high fly ball over to the left side. Left fielder there's White. A lot of foul ground out there, but it's going to get down. And it'll be a long strike for Taylor, 0-1 to him. White had a long way to go from his left field position over there. Like I said, there's a lot of field out here. Not able to catch up to that. That's advantageous to hitters, I guess. You can find some good room out here, and then also a lot of foul ground, giving the fielders a lot of room to maybe catch up to those foul balls. So just a great baseball field here in Tigerland and Pineland. All right, so here we go. 0-1 to Taylor. Well, Quick on the way. Swing and a miss now. 0-2. So Quick got Taylor 0-2. And looking to get out of this inning here. Low outside, 1-2 the count. Quick, 1-2. Pitch on the way. Shot there at short. Oh, and it bounces over LeBlanc's glove. Oh, just unfortunately, he had a good beat on it, but it bounced right over his glove as it got into the field. And that's a good hit there for Taylor. First base hit of the game for either team. So Taylor gets on. He'll be your first man with 2 outs. Taylor reaches. Coming to the plate will be Snyder. So Snyder coming to the plate here with a man on. Quick now. From the stretch. That's up high. Ball 1 to him. One Snyder. Not much of a lead over there at first. Swing and a miss now. 1-1. Took a little something off of that one. Got him just out in front of it. we got a really good softball game going on between Groveton and the Lady Tigers over there. Both teams very, very good, undefeated. Oh, coming in hot and heavy here. Back behind him, good job there by Myron to keep it, snag it out of the air there to not let the runner get over from first. So that will make it 2-1. Swing and a miss, making it 2-2. Oh, nice pitch there from Quick. And like I said, I believe it's a tie ball game over there. 1-1. 1-1 is the score over there between Groveton and West Sabine on the softballs. A swing and miss for the strikeout in the third out here. So to get to the one hit that they leave one and no errors by the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. McBride, Tarver, and Cutter coming to the plate when we come back here on a NETSN.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Ooh.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and it looks like we got the scoreboard all right, except for that right there. So we'll take that out there. Getting ready to go here for the second inning. McBride, Tarver, and Carter coming to the plate here. And Hollis back onto the hill here. He had the 12 pitches there in that first inning, and did really well with 3 up, 3 down. Got a strikeouts, a ground ball out, a couple ground ball outs here. So he'll face the middle of the order, McBride, Tarver, and Cutter. And once again, big thank you to the good folks at Bank of Montgomery, BOM, for the new scoreboard here for Tiger Baseball. I know Coach Bragg is really proud about that, and it should be, him and Coach Force both. All right, so here we go as we're ready to go for the second, and no score here in West Sabine and Poundland here on a Friday night. And I had a few people asking me, about how I feel about the baseball and the basketball stuff going on and everything. Well, my Cougars lost last night, so all my brackets are done, so I'm just kind of, don't know if I care much anymore. I do really. I mean, I hope that there's going to be good basketball the rest of the way. But I guess I'm going to pull for Illinois since they were able to beat off my Cougars last night. So we'll see how it goes. Well, we're into baseball now. So here we go. Coming to the plate, it's going to be McBride, first baseman for the Tigers, standing in here. First up against Hollis into the second. So here's McBride looking for the first pitch. If he gets something started, get the Tigers on the base pads. Fly ball out into left field, and it's going to get down off of the left fielder out there. McBride takes the turn around second. He goes, and he'll come on in here. Here comes, going to be a throw. He's going to have to get down. It's going to be close. He's going to be, they're going to call him out going into third. He is called out going in there. Boy, I tell you, that was a nice try there by McBride, but a good job by the left fielder there, Schonefeld, as he had it go off his glove, and he picks it up and he gets it in, and a good relay comes in. And McBride had a good knock of it there, but he is out at the third. He probably had a good double there. I'm going to give him the single, but he is out on the 7 to 6 to 5 for out number 1. That was a great play there. Nice try by McBride. And going to check in Schonefeld out there in left field as he took a dive out there. Hopefully he's going to be okay out there in left. And he's going to be good. Good job there by Schonefeld as he, like I said, he was diving for it out there and went off the end of his glove. So he gave a good full effort, but it just kind of went off his glove there. But he's able to get it and get it back in. And they just get McBride there going into third. So Tarver to the plate here with 1 out. Nobody on. So Tarver stepping in here ready to go. Now he's going to step off the mound, step out of the box. Hollis looking for the sign here from Snyder. He's got what he likes. And here comes the pitch to him. Squaring around looking to bunt. Going to give at it there. It's D-Rack 1. 0-1 to Tarver. Pitch on the way here from Hollis. Swing and a miss now, 0-2. To Tarver, and with one out, trying to get things rolling here for the Tigers. And a big start there by McBride, but got out at third. That's coming in low, 1-2. So Tarver standing right in here with the 1-2 count. And Hollis with the pitch. Sends that over to the left side, heads up over there in the softball field. That'll be out of play. 1-2 remains the count. Almost got took out with a softball while we were setting up over here. So how close these fields are together, but great atmosphere and a great place here in Pineland, West Sabine. Always love coming over here doing ball games. 1-2 now to Tarver as he stands right back in after the foul ball. Pitch coming. Swing and miss for the strikeout. That's out. Number 2, end of the second strikeout here by Hollis. So coming to the plate now will be the second baseman, Cutter. Got a good play out in the field there. And that top half of the second inning to get that first out. Trek went down towards the line. So he'll step up here. 2 outs and nobody on. Hollis with the pitch. Oh, that's a nice pitch in there. Oh, just outside. It looked like it was in there, but it's just outside for ball 1. Just missing outside. So 1-0 now to Cutter. Pitch coming. That's a low. 2-0. Right fielder McGowan will be on the Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. But right now, 2-0 to Cutter, trying to get on so McGowan can get to the plate. Hollis with the pitch. Up high, 3-0. So 3-0 to him. Hollis bringing it just outside, ball 4. So base runner here for the Tigers. On the first base on ball is given up here by Cutter. So coming to the plate now will be the right fielder McGowan for the Tigers. Come up here with the runner over at second. Hollis now moving to the stretch here. Ready to go to McGowan. A little bit of lead over there for Cutter. Hollis give him a quick look to the plate. It's low. Ball 1. Thought Snyder might come out with a quick snap down to first, but doesn't. 1-0. So the 1-0 to McGowan. Hollis. Swing and a miss. 1-1. McGowan looking to give that one a ride there with the runner over at first. Gets through that one. 1-1 now the count. Quick step out now, right back in goes McGowan, looking for the 1-1 here. Hollis taking the lead over at first is Cutter, being held on by Wilson. And the 1-1 to McGowan. Outside, 2-1. McGowan standing right in. He'll have White in the on-deck circle. If he can get on here with 2 outs. Try to get a little 2-out rally. Got a man on over first, do the Tigers. And the pitch to McGowan. Up high inside. Catching it on the inside there for D-Rack, 2 called. Come on, Blue. I don't know about that one. 2-2 to McGowan. Hollis delivers. Swing and a miss. Gets him swinging through that one for the strikeout. End of the third out. A couple strikeouts here for Hollis into this inning. And the Tigers, they get to the 1 hit. They leave 1 and no errors here by the Indians. We'll go to the third inning. Still no score. Arbuckle, Torregrosa, and Cheney. The first 3 up, and we come back here on NETSN.
At Wayne Christian Financial Services, Wayne and his daughter Liza Christian Furman understand that the financial pictures rarely stay the same, but a thorough understanding and knowledge helps you prepare for the downturns, gives you the strength to support them, gives you the knowledge to navigate your way through the system and turn that arrow back up again. The power's in your hands with Wayne Christian Financial Services.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I do.
All right, folks, we are back here, ready to go to the third inning. No score into this big ball game here. And back on the hill here will be Quick with 38 pitches through his 2 innings of work. He's got 1 strikeout, no base on balls, and he's given up the 1 hit and no errors by this team behind him. He'll go to Arbuckle, the number 9 hitter, and then the top of the order, Torrey Grosso and Cheney, the first 3 up here against Quick in the third. Scoreboard looks good. Okay. All right, so the lefties step in here, the right fielder, Arbuckle. First up here against Quick. So 1-0 to start him off. Arbuckle right back in here with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Quick. Outside, 2-0. So the 2-0 count. Arbuckle gets ahead here to start off for the Indians. And the pitch coming in low, 3-0. So that 3-0 count here to Arbuckle. Will be taken all the way here, trying to see if he can get a base on balls. Taken all the way there, good pitch. 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. On the inside edge now, 3-2. Be consistent with that call. Give him that. So the count is full now to Arbuckle. Good job coming back here to run it full after going 3-0. Is Quick. Now looking to get this first out. It's coming. Fouls it back off of the hands there. And it will stay a full count. So Lakin looking to get this first out here as he's battled back against Arbuckle, who's trying to get on and get something started for the Indians here in this inning. That's up high, outside base on balls. Leadoff runner on here. And the first base on ball is given up. Sorry, the second base on ball is given up here by Quick. And the first man is on here for the Indians to start at the third. Top of the batting order we go. Torrey Grosso coming up. He reached on a base on balls. Yeah, the base on balls given up here by Quick this afternoon. And he'll stand in here. The man on low, ball 1 to start him off. So Torrey Grosso goes right back in. That's a shot right back up the middle here, and it's going to be an opportunity for a double play, and they'll get him. Nice job there on the double play there by the shortstop, LeBlanc. He steps on the bag there at second for the force for out to number 1, and then throws it over on the 6-3 for out to number 2. Good job there for LeBlanc and the Tigers. So 2 outs here, and that clears the base pads. Coming to the plate now will be Cheney. He's 0-1 with a fly ball out to center field, his first time up. Stepping up here with 2 outs and nobody on. Couple quick pitches there. Gets a couple of quick outs. That's up high for ball 1 to him. Cheney standing in. Wilson will be on the Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. But Cheney in with a 1-0 count right now. That's in there for low. Ball 2. So the 2-0 count to Cheney. Standing in. Quick delivers. Inside. 3-0. Just too far inside that one. And done really good call on that inside edge here by this umpire, but that one just a little far on the outside, making it 3-0. Up inside, ball 4. So another base on balls here for the Indians, as it's 3-0. Now 4-0. There we go. Let's do that there. Okay, yeah. All right, so base on balls here puts a runner over at first for the Indians. Wilson come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second his first time up. And a step up here with a runner over at first. And Wilson ready to go. First pitch to him. Steve Wright called 0-1. Good look at the runner over there at first, being held on by McBride. Back to the plate here. Wilson, 0-1. Outside from Quick, 1-1. All right, Wilson with a 1-1 count. Hollis will be on deck if Wilson can reach. Here's the throw down. Myron going to look to get him at second, and they do. Nice job there as they tag him down there at second. Myron, that's a second throw out there by the catcher here this afternoon. So good job here by Myron as he gets it to go onto the 2-4 for the third out. Wilson will be at the plate for the fourth inning when the Indians come up. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. It will be a White, LeBlanc, and Quick to the plate when we come back right here on the NFHS Network.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Alrighty, folks, back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the third inning. It will be the Tigers coming to the plate. It will be White, LeBlanc, and Quick coming up here against Hollis. Hollis having a good outing so far. Let's see if I can get this pitch count together. Coming in here through his 2 innings of work, he's got 25 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 1 base on balls, and he's given up the 1 hit so far here to the Tigers. It will be the left fielder White, the first one up here, and his first time at the plate here against Hollis. White standing in ready to go. First pitch to him coming. Up high, ball 1. So 1-0 to him. Catching the outside edge, making it a 1-1 count. It's 1-1 to White at the plate here. He's got a baseball coming in. So 1-1 to White as he stands right back in here. Here's the pitch from Hollis. High outside, 2-1. So the 2-1 count. LeBlanc waiting in the Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. 2-1 to White. Here's the pitch. Comes in low, 3-1. So White standing right back in with a 3-1 count here, trying to get on to start off the third for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to him. Call Steve Wright 2, catching the bottom half there, making And a full count. Count now full. White standing right in here. Pitch coming. Bouncer. And it's going to get over the short. That's going to be a tough play there. That's going to be a nice job by White, hustling down the line. He'll make it down there for the infield hit. That was a high chopper there. Went right over the third baseman Taylor's head into the shortstop Dew. But Dew had to get way deep over there, make a long throw, but White down the line for the infield single. And the Tigers having a leadoff runner on here into the third. LeBlanc, the shortstop, making great plays into the field and steps up. He will be the first up here. Coming in low. And that'll be ball one here to LeBlanc. Hollis. 1-0 to him. Heads up. It is now 1-1. All right, folks, I'm going to get this battery changed real quick. So with a 1-1 count, Hollis going to run it down the third baseline. It's going to be a foul ball. That'll make it 1-2. So the 1-2 count to him. Runner over at first is White. Standing right back in here, LeBlanc trying to move White off. Hollis bringing the 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeouts. Bringing the heat is out number 1. Strikeout number 4 here for Hollis. So to the top of the order we go. Lincoln Quick comes to the plate. He had a fly ball out to start the ball game here. To the second baseman. So with a runner over at first. And 1 out. Quick will step to the plate. So Quick. And ready to go. Pitch coming. Sends that over to the right side, and it'll be a foul ball. 0-1. So with an 0-1 count. Quick. Standing right back in. Richardson will be on the Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. He's 0 for 1 at the plate today with a strikeout, but Quick in. The man over at first as the Tigers looking to get something rolling here in the third. Hollis with the pitch. Foul ball. 0-2 to Quick. All right, so Quick right back in here. Falling behind 0-2. Got White at first. Trying to get on here for Richardson. Here's Hollis. Gets him over there at the third. And that's going to get past Taylor and into a left field. That's going to be everybody safe as Quick is going to reach onto the air by the third baseman. Puts runners at first and second now for the Tigers. And coming to the plate now will be Richardson. He's 0 for 1 at the plate today, so runners at first and second here with 1 out. Reaching on the air there by the third baseman, Taylor. So Richardson will come up now with an opportunity here for the Tigers with only 1 out. And Hollis to Richardson. He takes a quick look over at second to the plate. Swing and miss for Richardson, 0-1. To him. As Richardson goes right back in. Myron will be on deck. Pitch from Hollis. Up inside, 1-1. So Richardson standing right in. Trying to get a hold of one here. That's Hollis ready to deliver. The 1-1 on the way here as he checks on LeBlanc. I'm sorry, Cutter at second. Swing and a miss. Or White, that's over a second. Swing and miss now 1-2 to Richardson. Looking to make some contact there. Give it a big swing. So 1-2 now to the big third baseman. Standing in 1-2. It's a shot there, and it's going to be to the shortstop, Dew. He's going to go over to third. He'll get the force play there. Good job on the 6-5 to get the force at third for out number 2. But going over to second will be quick. Richardson will reach on the fielder's choice. He'll be at first, so runners will stay at first and second here with 2 outs now. Good job there by the shortstop, Dew. And here comes the catcher, Myron, to the plate. He's over one, grounded out to third his first time up. The catcher coming up here. See if he can get a hold of one and get one of these runs in here for the Tigers here into the third. So Myron ready to go here. Runners will take their lead. Myron ready to go from Hollis. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Looking to give that one a ride. He gave it all kind of power in that swing. 0-1 to him. Myron right back in now, ready to go. Hollis to the plates. Fly ball here on the just off the dirt there. Now going to give up to the center fielder. Center fielder's going to finally come up in here on the Torregrosa. I think that he thought the Dew was going to come out there, but he'll make the play there, coming in there about shortly off the grass there. So it'll be out number 3 nonetheless. So the Tigers, they do get to the 1 hit, and now they'll leave a couple and 1 error here by the Tigers. It will be Wilson, Hollis, and Scheinefeld coming to the plate when we come back here on NETSN.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
Hey, Evadale fans, Shelbyville fans, if you want to plan your next getaway around quality East Texas hunting, then Wiggins Hunting Lodge is a place for you. Quality white-tailed deer hunting experience, or whatever your gathering needs, perfect for bridal or for corporate retreats. Want to get away? Come to Wiggins Hunting Lodge between Mount Enterprise and Timpson.
All righty, folks, we are back here ready to go for the top half of the 4th inning. Still no score into this ball game, and a good job here by, like I said, Myron had 2 great plays here at the catcher. So he's able to gun runners out going to second here to prevent those stolen bases. That's what Cheney was thrown out going to second there in the third. So it'll be Wilson coming back to the plate to start off here into the 4th inning against Quick, who's done very well. He's only given up the 1 hit and no runs so far. He's left a couple of base runners out there on the base pads, and his team has no errors behind him. So we are going now to the 4th inning, and no score as Wilson, the first baseman, going to step up here. See if he can get something started for the Indians here this afternoon. All right, that outfield cam coming up pretty good here today. Only our 2nd time working on that, folks. So we're doing some experiment here, getting some things lined out. And I think we got it pretty much lined up. With big thanks to Coach Bragg to help me get it all hooked up today. So here we go as Wilson standing in here. First pitch going to be out there into left field. And that's going to be left fielder. Oh, he kind of got away from it there. Did White, got him turned around. And coming in is going to be a stand-up double here for Wilson. As Wilson will get on with the leadoff double here for the Indians. So nice job there for Wilson as he takes that pitch and drives it. Got White turned around out there in left field, but was able to catch it, get it back in here. Here comes Hollis. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, so I'll have a runner over at second base. And we'll step to the plate now. With no outs and runner scoring position, see if he can help his own cause here on the mound. Pitching very well is Hollis today. And that's a little runner there. And it's going to be a slow roller there. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. Not going to be able to get it there for LeBlanc. And a nice job by Hollis busting it down the line, but it's an infield hit here. Now runners at first and second for the Indians. And coming in here, going to be a pinch runner now for Groveton. And it looks like that is number 15, Bentley Thompson, coming in to run. And he'll be over there running for Hollis and the Indians. So here comes Schoenfeld to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a fly ball out to second. His first time up. Buddy standing up here now with 2 outs. One out, nobody on. There's another little bouncer, and that's going to be a bunt foul. 0-1 on the foul ball. All right, so runners at first and second. That's right. 0-1 at the plate here to Schoenfeld for the Indians. Now we're set and ready to go. Everybody checking back up at the base pads. And Schoenfeld standing in ready for the pitch here from Quick. Just on the inside, 1-1 now the count. So the 1-1 count here. Schoenfeld standing right back in, trying to bunt it up. It's going to be up in the air, and a nice job here great job there, as a matter of fact, there by Lakin Quick, as he has a run over towards the line, and he catches it in the air for the out. Good job there by Quick. So 1 out. On the pop fly out here by Quick, catches it there about halfway down the first base line. Here comes Dew to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time up. And with 1 out, runners at first and second. Dew steps up, missing the outside edge, ball 1. So 1-0 to him as Dew stand back in as Quick takes a step off and checks the runner over at second, gets him back in. And it's 1-0 to Dew. Pitch coming. On the inside edge, makes it a 2-0. So now 2-0 to the shortstop, Dew. He's got runners at first and second now ahead here. Right back in he goes. It's going to go over to the right field side, and here comes the right fielder, McGowan. It's going to be a foul ball. It just does get down the line there, and it's going to be foul. And it's 1-2. Long strike there. So 2-1 to Dew now, so he'll come back in here after the foul ball. Quick, doing everything he can here to get this second out. It'll be Tater on the on-deck circle there for the Indians. So they're looking to strike first here in this scoreless ball game in the big district matchup. And Dew standing back in with a 2-1 count after the foul ball, ready to go once again here, trying to move the runners. Wilson at second, Hollis at first. Take that back, that is a pitch runner, Tater over there first. Here's the pitch. They'll look to bunt, and it comes in low, making it a 3-1 count. Definitely don't want to load these up here for Taylor, who had a single back in the second inning, ready to come to the plate. Quick 3-1 now at the plate. That one's outside, ball 4. And everybody going to move up here on the base on ball, so the bases will be juiced for the Indians. So base is full now. Here comes Taylor to the plate. The third baseman, he's 1 for 1 with a single. So with 1 out, base is full here for the Tigers. Looking to strike here, or for the Indians, sorry. He's still going to strike here in the top half of the 4th inning. After a couple hits here and a base on balls. 4th one by Quick. Here's the pitch, Taylor. Foul back to the screen, 0-1. So that 0-1 count. Taylor. Going to step right back in here, ready to go. Quick. Looking for that second strike. Here's the pitch. High fly ball is going to be in the foul ground, and there might be some room here, but Myron, just couldn't catch up to it there here in the foul ground. It'll be a foul ball nonetheless. 0-2. That gets Quick ahead, but he definitely wanted to see if Myron could catch up to that in the foul ground, but just out of his reach. So Taylor with an 0-2 count will come back in here. Snyder will be on deck, the catcher for the Indians. As the Indians have loaded them up here in the 4th, their biggest threat so far of this ball game. And Quick. Back to the bump here. Here's the 0-2. Cole. D-Rack 3. Rung him up at the plate for out number 2, and that's the second strikeout for Quick here today. That was a big strikeout there for Quick. And that's out number 2. So the bases stay full though. And Snyder come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Up inside, ball 1 to him. Snyder standing right back in here. Bases full, looking to put the ball somewhere, get a run in here. Arbuckle will be on the deck. Just a little bit low now, 2-0. Trying to get him to chase after that one, not going. So the 2-0 count here to the big catcher, Snyder. And Quick, 2-0 to him. Trying to induce a ground ball, get a quick, easy out here. Just missing on the outside edge, 3-0. Definitely doesn't want to walk in a run here with Arbuckle on deck. So 3-0 with no place to put him. Strike taken all the way there, Snyder. 3-1. Snyder 3-1, stands right back in here. Quick. Foul ball to the screen and over. Now full count. Nice job here by Quick. Gets him to go full after falling behind 3-0. So now ready for the payoff pitch. 3-2. 2 outs. Bases full. Pitch from Quick. Up high, tight ball 4. And the run comes walking in. 5th base on balls given up here, and that's the first run. And giving it by Quick. Here comes Arbuckle to the plate. So with 2 outs. Snyder will have a seat. That'll be a pinch runner for him. Arbuckle come to the plate. He reached on a base on balls. His one time at the plate today. The bases stay full here with 2 outs. And Quick to the plate inside. It's D-Right call. 0-1 to him. So Arbuckle right back in 0-1. Swing and a miss now, 0-2. So Quick to get ahead here of Arbuckle. We can get this number 9 hitter. And the pitch. Oh, going to hit him on the foot. And that's a hit by the pitch. And the run comes in. So really the bases stay full here as he's hit by the pitch here. Now it'll be a 2-0 ball game now. And to the top of the order we'll go here as it will be Torregrossa come to the plate. So 2 base on balls, a hit by a pitch, and 2 hits. That brought in the 2 runs here. And to the screen for Torregrossa here. Ball one. So looking for that third out, see if we can leave the base pads full here. And Torrey Grosso in, up high and tight. Ooh. Watch out now, coming in. Ball two. 2-0. Well, we got a 1-1 count out there. So I got 1 and 2. 2 and 1 is the count. Okay, now we're right. That's in there for a strike. Now it's 2 and 2. So Cheney will be on deck here if Torrey Grosso can reach. He's trying to get a hold of one, see if he can increase the score here. Right now it's a 2-0 ball game. And quick to the plate. Over at third. Oh, they're going to say it is a fair ball, and they get him, and he tags the bag for the force out, actually. So that's going to do it here for the third out. As they bring 8 to the plate, they get 2 hits. They'll leave 3 on the base pads. No errors here by the Tigers, but it's now a 2-0 ball game. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. McBride, Tarver, and Cutter coming to the plate when we come back right here on NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century. Farmers State Bank.
Tenaha, Texas. To look at it, it hasn't changed much since the days of Tex Ritter. The pace is slow, just the way we like it. But we're proud of our young people, the games they play and the music they make. 100 years of dreams and the determination to make them come true. But we all need help every now and then, and that's where First National Bank of Tenaha comes in. Financing your dreams for generations.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the fourth inning as the Tigers now trail it 2-0. And they leave the bases full out there, so a good job here by the Tigers over the Indians here in this inning as they are. Oh, sorry. I'll get out of there. There we go. Sorry. Oh, we're good. Okay. Alrighty, so here we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. See if the Tigers can answer back here. It's going to be McBride, Tarver, and Cutter, the first 3 up here in the bottom half of the fourth. As it's 2-0 here for the Groveton Indians, and Hollis pitching very well. Steps right back in here. He's giving up the 2 hits. And no runs so far on 4 strikeouts and a base on balls. And the pitch. Steve Wright call here to McBride. 0-1 to it. McBride gave it a good ride there, and he almost got into third. Back into the second inning. Just got it by a step there. Going into third. So McBride stepping in here. Pitch on the way from Hollis. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Tarver in the Sandy Cox State Farm on deck circle. 0-2 to McBride. Pitch coming in. Swing and a miss for the strikeouts. That's out number 1. 5th strikeout of the afternoon here for Hollis. So 1 out. To the plate will be Tarver. He's 0 for 1. Center fielder. Struck out his first time up. Steps up here, ready to go. First pitch from Hollis. Outside ball 1. One 0 to Tarver. Outside 2-0. Here's the 2-0 now to Tarver. Swing and a miss now 2-1. Tarver trying to lay one out there somewhere. Get started here. Cutter on deck here. 2-1 to Tarver. Just shot out into our right center field here. Getting underneath it there. Torrey Grosso going to come in there and make a play for a long out. number 2. So 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes Cutter to the plate. Reached on the base on balls. His first time up. And with 2 outs and nobody on. Ready to go against Hollis here in the bottom of the 4th. 5th inning coming up. Cheney, Wilson, and Hollis for the Indians. But Cutter trying to get a little 2-out rally going here for the Tigers. They trail 2-0. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. 0-1. Tori Gross out there in center field. 0-1. Calls. D-Rack 2, 0-2. One, 2, 3 inning there in the first, and Hollis looking for one here in the 4th. He's giving up a hit in the 2nd and the 3rd. Looking to go 1, 2, 3 here for the 4th. And the pitch, 0-2 now to Cutter. Calls. D-Rat 3, rung him up at the plate for the 3rd out. And a 1, 2, 3 inning here as no hits and nobody left and no errors here by the Indians. We'll go to the 5th inning. Cheney, Wilson, and Hollis coming to the plate when we come back right here on a NETSN.
The Cajun Hot Grill in downtown San Augustine is open Thursday through Sunday for you to enjoy all that great Cajun food that they love to serve up. It's also where the Wolves love to come and eat. And what do the Wolves love to eat when they're there? They, of course, love the wings, fries, fish, shrimp, and, of course, the burgers. Now, Thursday through Sunday is when the restaurant's open, but restaurants close Monday through Wednesday. That's because the Black Taco Man is on the food tray. They're serving up great food up and down the Piney Woods area. The Cajun Hot Grill, the Black Taco Man, serving it up in San Augustine.
Alrighty, folks, back here as we get ready to go to the top of the 5th inning. A 2-0 ball game here. Coming to the plates, Cheney, Wilson, and Hollis here against Quick. Big inning there for the Indians as they only got a couple of hits out of it, but they did get a couple of base on balls, and his batsman did bring in a couple of runs, but a good job here by Quick and the Tigers. They only allowed 2 runs as they had the bases full there with no outs before they got to that first one. So good job here by the Tigers. So here comes the second baseman, Cheney. He's 0 for 1 with a base on balls. His 2 times at the plate today. Steve Wright called to him to start off. So Cheney, Wilson on the Sandy Cox State Farm on deck circle. And that's going to be ball 1-1-1 to count to him. One to Cheney. Got thrown out by Myron going into second, back in the 3rd. Fly ball out in the 1st. Here's the pitch. That's a shot that's going to get over to right field. And a nice job here of hitting for Cheney. Found a spot between first and second baseman. Drove it right through. And it's a single here for Cheney to get him started in the 5th. So I know. Looks like it's a 6-3 lead there for the Indians over the Lady Tigers. If I'm seeing it right there in the softball game going on next door, it's going to be that's a good 2 good teams going at it over there right now. So Cheney with 1 out or no out stands in here. That's what is over at first. Wilson is in the plate, throwing over to first, keeping an eye on him over there. As Cheney dives back in. So at the plate is Wilson. He's 1 for 2. He's got a double, scoring the run. And a ground out his 2 times at the plate today. Standing in here with a runner over at first. Got things going in that 4th inning with a big double. Foul tip for Steve Rack 1. 0-1 doing. Hollis, the pitcher, will be on deck here for the Indians as it's 0-1 to Wilson. It's on the way. Just outside, now 1-1. The runner over at first. Wilson back in with a 1-1 count. Coming in low, can't get him to chase after that one. It goes 2-1. So the 2-1 count to him. Wilson right back in. Trying to move that runner off of first. That's a shot right back up the middle there, and it's going to get into center field here and running there and coming over to third. Be a play over there, and he's going to be safe at third and onto the throw. That's going to allow Wilson to get over to second. Nice job of running here by the Indians as Cheney was on the move. He makes his way over there. Good throw there from Tarver over to third, but just a couple steps behind the runner there in Wilson. He gets the single, and he moves over to second onto the throw in. So 2 hits here. Have now runners in a scoring position for the Indians. And here comes Hollis to the plate now. And no outs. And Hollis, 1 for 1, hit by pitches 2 times at the plate today. Runners in scoring position. Bouncer there is going to be up the middle there, and the second baseman or the shortstop is going to make a good play for the Tigers, and that's a LeBlanc, and he'll get to the 6-3 for the first out. But the run does come in to make it now a 3-0 ball game. So Shannafelt comes in. He's 0 for 2 at the plate today. And with 1 out, still be a runner over at the second. As Blue cleaning off the plate out here. All right. So Shannafelt to the plate, 0 for 2. Couple fly ball outs, his 2 times up. Stands in here now with the runner over at a second. Now a 3-0 game for the Indians. As Quick takes a step off there. Going to have a quick chat here with his pitcher, with his catcher Myron. Coming up on Tuesday, folks, we'll make our way over to Joaquin, and the Lady Rams have themselves a new softball stadium over there, so we're going to be over there for that. And the Lady Owls of Torino will be in town. Should be a very good ball game over there, as the Lady Rams were able to get a tough win there over the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville the other day, and it was a big 4th inning there. Otherwise, it was a tight game both sides. So good job there for the Lady Rams. Have that big inning. They got that win. And they'll take on Torino next Tuesday here on NETSN. Next Thursday, they won't play baseball next Friday for Good Friday, but next Thursday we'll be in Garrison for Shelbyville and Garrison baseball. Should be a real good one. Up high, just a bit outside, ball 1. So runner staying at second. And 1 over to Shannafelt. Foul ball here to the right side. Heads up, everybody. And it's a 1-1 count. So the 1-1 count to him. Shannafelt. Got a piece of tape over there somewhere. Steps back in. Here's the pitch to him. Fouled right back here to the screen. And it'll go 1-2. So that 1-2 count will do. The shortstop will be on deck here. There's no outs. And Quick looking for that first out here of the inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into a left field. Tracking it down there is a White. And he'll go into left center to make the play. And that'll be out number 2. Good job there by White. Tracking it down towards left center field. And makes the play for out number 2. 2 outs, leaving the runner over at second. To the plate now is going to be the shortstop, Dew. He's 0 for 1 with a base on balls. His 2 times up. And he'll step up here ready to go with a runner at second in scoring position now. Trying to move him around as this team's up 3-0 here in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, McGowan, White, and LeBlanc for the Tigers. Couple base hits, see if they can get somebody past second base here. As that one's going to be off the mark. Then it's going to go off of Myron's glove. And the runner will move over to third. Ball 1 to him. All right, so 1-0 count. That's a shot, and it's going to get out into left field. And it'll get down. That'll be an RBI single here for the shortstop, Dew, as it brings the runner in here for the single. And another run making it a 4-0 ball game here for the Indians here in the top of the 5th. And Dew with the 3rd hit of the inning with 2 outs. And he'll be now at first as a run comes in. Making it now a 4-0 game. Low on the inside here to Taylor, the third baseman. 1-0 to him. Quick, 1-0. That's a shot out into left field. It's going to get down once again. And right down out in front of White, but he gets up in there and gets it in quick. So back-to-back base hits here for the Indians as they put him at first and second. The fourth hit of the inning. And still 2 outs. So to the plate now will be the catcher Snyder as Coach Force is going to come out and maybe make a change here. We're going to see if he's going to leave Lakin in here or what he's going to do with him as they're having a chat out there about it. And it looks like they're going to leave Quick in there. Nope, they're going to make a change. So coming in now will be a change. So we're going to get everything lined up and we'll make the change here for you and we'll get all that put together. And we'll be right back. Here's the pitching change on the way here for the Tigers on a NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center has the agents to take care of all your insurance needs. They remind you to update your policy after a life change, never put off the death policy conversation, and always have home insurance or renter's insurance. Whatever your insurance needs or questions are, or even if you need to make a payment, Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance in Center.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Runners will be at first and second. New pitcher will be LeBlanc for the Tigers. And first pitch here to Snyder, the catcher, will be fouled off for Stirac 1. So, LeBlanc coming in here for quick, pitching very good. He only gave up the 3 hits. I'll make that the 7 hits, and the 4 runs. And that's going to be a high fly ball here on the right side. Second baseman there, Cutter, going to go make the play. Oh, and it bounces off of his glove. Oh, he had it right there on an easy fly ball, and it bounces off his glove, and the ball's going to get away coming in, and another run's going to come in and score. Oh, no, just disaster here for the Tigers here as that one goes off the glove of Cutter. And now 2 runs come in here on the error by the Tigers, and that'll make it now a 6-0 ball game. Runner will advance over to third here for the Indians. That will be Snyder on the run in, on the throw in, the way the ball come in. So a runner over at third now. It makes it 6-0 here with 2 outs. Here comes Arbuckle to the plate. He is hit by a pitch and a base on balls is 2 times up. And first pitch to him is Stirac 1 here from LeBlanc. Oh, 1 to Arbuckle. Now 0-2 on the foul ball. 0-2 to Arbuckle now standing right back in. Fouling that one away. Oh, that's just unfortunate there for the Tigers. They should have been out of that inning right there, but another couple runs come in there onto the error there and then throw the ball in, and another run comes in. That's 2 errors in that same inning there by the Tigers. That's going to be a hot shot there at the second. Up on it there is Cutter. He'll make a play and go 4-3 for the out. For the third out, but the 4 hits come in. They leave 1, 2 errors by the Tigers, And that'll take us to the bottom half of the fifth inning. McGowan, White, and LeBlanc to the plate when we come back here on NETSN.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Ooh.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
All right, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the fifth inning, and Tigers need base runners here. McGowan, White, and LeBlanc, the first three up here for the Tigers. As we start the bottom of the fifth, as a couple big innings there, the fourth and the fifth there for the Indians. They get 6-0 going into the bottom of the fifth here. McGowan 0 for 1 and struck out his first time up, ready to go against Hollis, who's pitching very well. 5 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. He's only given up to 2 hits so far in this ball game and no runs to the Tigers. So we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning, and Tigers looking to get something going here. They had a 1-2-3 inning in.